here. Hey, True Believers England team here. We're continuing the month Henry paid for. If you would like to tell us what books you want us to rank, go on over to Ko-Fi, drop a $5 donation, and just say, hey, we want you to do these books, so forth and so on. And there you go. Henry bought an entire month of them, and today we are looking at John Byrne's Avengers. Now, this isn't all like 96, 97, 98. We've got an eclectic mix here of both West Coast Avengers as well as Avengers proper. And I say let's get this stuff started. Hello to Zach.
What's up? Sorry I'm late.
Gosh,
We haven't even started the first one.
We also StreamYard, but I didn't actually join.
Hey Zach, been a while.
Hey, what's up, Dom? How you doing?
I've actually put the share in and never sent it sometimes. And we also have Dominic with us.
Always a pleasure.
Good evening or afternoon, everyone, or morning, depending on where you live.
We have Eric Back Issue Green. Not yet, but we'll have them later. And then, of course, we have the Lester sisters. How are you ladies doing today?
Hey, doing good with such lovely company. That's awesome.
I just noticed I was muted, so when you announced me, you missed my.
Okay. Well, you are. I'm glad we got you back because you are starting us off with book one here. And that means you get, what was the first? Oh, it's an Avengers West Coast. It is issue number 55.
Right there, Katie.
The only thing about this cover that looks weird is Thor's left hand. It's almost like he's, here, lucky. But it's still a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Lester sisters?
It really does look like a conversation between those two. And that's kind of an interesting choice to make in like an action cover. Look, he looks like he's trying to plead with him, and look, he looks really, really hurt and offended. So that's. I'm sorry. Does anyone know if that's kind of accurate to what happens in this book, or is it just, am I misreading the body language?
I have no idea. I have not read this issue.
Really?
I haven't read it in forever and a day. So, yeah.
Well, you're not far off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't think. I feel like Mr. Byrne, if something reads like that, he probably intended it that way. So I think that's kind of interesting, though, because I like sort of narrative-driven stories. I think that's pretty neat. I think I'd have to give this at least a 9.
All righty. How about Melissa?
I think I'd give it a 9 too.
All right. And let's go to Dominic. What do you say when you see this book?
Well, that's action-packed, gets the point across, especially when it's concerning a storyline and events such as acts of vengeance. I gotta give this one. Oof. Oh, no, this is tough. I'll give this one a 10. 10 just to even out the 2 9s.
All righty, Zach.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
All righty.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Solid. I like it.
Okay, and you know what? I agree with Zach, and we just even out everything. I think it is. I think it's action-packed. It's also a little bit busy. The "Let There Be an Ending" seems like it's blocking part of the action, even though it's just an arm. It does seem like it's in the way of things. But yeah, I'm going to agree with the 8. Let's go to the chat and see what they have to say about Avengers West Coast 55.
Let's see here.
Hello to Amy. Hello to panel. Hi, Zach. Ahoy, Jackson. Hail to the chat. We are the chat that you like to chat with. All right, Jim starts us off with the scores.
Oh, yeah. Jim Sorensen starts us off with an 8. And Darth Cato says, starting off strong, this is a Nyaoi 10. I guess that leaves me. Joe gives this a 10. Misty Pixel. And Marcher. Wow, Marcher gives this a 10 too. Let's see.
Jackson.
Roy Kirk says, let there be an ending. Please. This is a 7. Oh, okay. And One Slick Dude gives us a 9. Michael Taylor says 9. Very cool action-packed cover, colors, and a very nice detail. How is Maranya doing? She's doing steadily better. But like she's eating well now, so that's great. She's still a little tired, so she's catching up on her rest. But every time we talk to her, she seems to be doing a little better still. So I'm really
She
glad.
said she's going to bed earlier. She can't burn the candle at both ends anymore.
Good for her.
She basically said, "I'm old. Leave me alone. Let me sleep during the cover rankings."
I'm glad you've got to figure out where your sleep schedule is, right? Like if you can sleep nights, then do that. And if you have to sleep during the day, whatever that is, but get your hours in because your health's important.
All right.
Hi, Michael Taylor.
Hey, Michael.
Amy, would you like me to handle the Henry one for you?
Well, let me throw my scoring real quickly and say this is a 10.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that is the fastest he has ever given a score, ever.
Actually, when I get a score bar, I eat that faster.
You can give it a try if you want. This sounds like it'll be fun.
Henry Dramac.
Book 1. Thor is trying to reason with the Loki. Explains his pose, but the green guy fighting the Cap knocks it down to the 9.
Hey, Kato.
All right.
That was the thing.
And
That's
let's see. Rhaegar says 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me get the stop in there. Glad to hear Maranya is doing well. Yep. All righty. Let's see. And Jim says he does not want to hear how fast RDV scores.
Well,
Yes, I hear RDV is quite the ladies' man. Oh, or he's a manly lady, or I don't know. Okay, so we have 3 7s, taking out 3 of the 7 10s. We have 3 8s. Now there's 1 10 left versus 5 9s. And that's where this one lands. We start the day off with a 9. All righty. Cool.
How's your tier
There
list?
you go. I'm gonna have to share this out with you because it's in a. I either have the whole thing up there or I've got ads. So let me put it out in the private chat so at the end of the day we could have it. I don't know why I've got the ad blocker up and it's still showing
They're
that
sneaky, man.
Microsoft.
Ads are sneaky.
I know, right?
Maybe I should go take a
They're very, very sneaky. All right, but let's move forward here with book 2, where the Lester sisters are going to lead us off. We got to go for book 2, and we're still on the West Coast with the Avengers, and we have West Coast Avengers, or at least, West Coast Avengers number 44.
Huh. Well, it's kind of fun having the logo like pew hit by the lasers. That's kind of a neat effect. Overall, I'm not exactly sure that this composition's working for me. It's not terrible, but it's a little airy. I would think with so much open space around it, you might want to do a little more with the environment. But the diagonal yellow line on a yellow thing, it would make sense for something which was more graphic art and less narrative. So yeah, kind of a mixed bag for me. I think I'll I'm trying to remember, is 7 good?
Yes.
7's still good though. I mean, it's very good.
7 is good, and then 8 is very good.
I'll give it a 7.
All right. And how about you, Melissa?
I'm kind of feeling like a 7. Yeah, I'm feeling. I agree with Amy on this one. It's like the technical skills is good, but the layout's a little. It's not magical for me personally. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 7.
What
All
say you,
right.
Dom?
I'm gonna continue on the 7 train, like giving in this issue of West Coast Avengers 7 as well, and they're not wrong. Wrong that the artists like responsible for the cover like could have done so much more with the environment.
Right? Mm-hmm.
All righty. And Zach.
I will also concur with the Lesters. This is not a very appealing looking. The background colors, they don't pop. The Terminator guy looks all kinds of discolored.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
vision.
just it's weird. I like what they did with the trade with the title.
Yeah, I know.
I always like it when there's some kind of interactive bit with the title, but yeah, I'm gonna. They're much nicer than I am. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay. How
Wow.
about you, RDV?
10.
Oh, get out of here!
The Vision.
You and Ray are just doing 10 out of spite.
No, actually, because the Vision's angry because they won't let him go to his woman.
Is it the Vision?
Yeah.
That's supposed to
Yeah,
be
that's Vision.
I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It actually
No,
says
no.
it says Vision Quest in the corner, by the way.
Well, I get that it says Vision Quest, but that is not. It doesn't even look like Vision.
And I said
This is-
vision, and I wasn't even muted.
I
That
know.
is true.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah, he
actually
said that.
answer the question. Yeah.
But
Eric, what do you think?
what do I think?
Yeah.
Shouldn't Venkman be next?
I already said 10.
He said 10.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said 10. Okay. This is a 6, but not for the reason why you guys have been saying. Excuse me. I'd like to order a huge head. Yeah, put it on the Scarlet Witch. Look at the size of that noggin.
It's a huge noggin. That noggin has its own orbit.
I mean, it's kind of balancing out her.
It says it's on the area code.
I just love this hair.
Thank you
just
for
like-
knowing what I was talking about there, Eric. That's a huge noggin.
Head down.
Head 10. All righty, I'm agreeing with Zach. This is a 5. I'm not a fan of this one at all. It just
Whoa,
right.
man.
Let's go to the chat and see what they've got to say about this.
Oh, right.
6 with 1 slip lead.
Dirk Edmore Cheers says, yeah, you know what, Doc? I love ambo blockers. I call them double bacon cheeseburgers.
Tell me about it. My weakness is the nachos.
Mm.
Cannot
Well,
say no.
Jim. It looks like Jim Sorensen's starting us off with a 6.
Joe says 6-7.
Nice. And Darth Kato is like, oh meow, and gives us a 5. And
The Jackson Raykirk comes in with a 6.
Marcher likes it a little bit more and gives it a 7.
Michael
Go
Mouse.
Taylor.
Oh,
Go ahead, Zach.
it's Michael Mouse Taylor. I'm not a fan of this cover. These are horrible intellectual properties.
Rhaegar.
Good lord.
Rhaegar gives it a 10 just out of spite.
All right.
Wanda, get to the chopper. All right, let's
I
get this.
can't. My
What
head
are
is
you trying
too
to do?
huge.
Yeah, what are you trying to say there?
Let's see here. Henry Jeremick says, book number 2. This is a great layout with good detail. Really? Okay. Only the color and the lack of background. Well, yes. Knock it down to the 9.
She does have the rogue butt going on, though.
Yeah,
I just got-
You know, I thought that. I was like, this looks just like that Rogue screenshot
I
Yep.
just got a
from the
request that
animated
said,
series.
can we bring back the other Starfire? Wow. That's
The original Starfire.
no me.
You mean the one in the green suit?
No.
Okay.
I know what you mean. You mean the Russian one.
All right, what we got here is 4 5s taking out the 2 10s, the 1 9, skipping that 8. We've got 5 7s trying to take out 6 8s, and boom, it is an 8.
And also, I want the extra figure of this version of
Alrighty.
the Vision. It's cool.
I can appreciate that,
Okay,
Henry.
and,
If you like the
let's
design
see, where
for
we
vision.
going? We're
in
going
that.
right here.
It does.
Go for book 3, and we're with Dominic right now. And Dominic is, I think he gets the very first Avengers proper. Well, nope, I think this is another West Coast. What is
You know what
this?
would have been a great
This is-
storyline?
Yep, Avengers West Coast 50.
A great storyline if they would have took the Vision and then made him blind.
Mm-hmm.
But-
I love irony.
Was it Dominic's turn?
Yep,
Yeah, I'm
Dominic.
still here.
Okay.
Are these floating heads? Not quite.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Those are floating heads.
100%.
Yeah, those are floating heads.
Interesting.
Okay, let's see. I gotta give this issue West Coast Avengers, or in this case, Avengers West Coast, a rather strong. I'll give this one an 8.
All righty.
I do like,
How about you,
I do
man?
appreciate.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
Yes.
No, Zach.
Finish your thought.
Yeah, this is significantly better. I'm going to give this one an 8 as well. Floating heads. I like this Iron Man armor.
Like busting out of the building.
Yeah, I dig this. Yeah, this works. This is the best one I've seen so far tonight, actually.
This
so
is
I'm gonna
Tony
give-
back in the suit, right?
I'm going to give this an 8.
Okay, and RDV, what do you say?
I'm saying that Melania is missing out on a great cover.
Yeah.
Although, is that supposed to be the Vision, the white floating head?
Yeah, Vision was white.
Yeah,
It's a
he
shame
was
that-
restored. However,
It's a shame
Well,
that
he was-
John Byrne gave him the same face as Iron Man's freaking helmet. But anyway, though, I think it's a 10 for me. I like it. The debris, Iron Man just looking cool, being the main focus. Guess who's back? Back again.
Tony's back.
Tell a friend. But
All right.
Mr. Breen, what do you think?
So, Bankman, have you ever seen the John Byrne governor race thing where they showed Steve Rogers, Clint Barton, Hank Pym, Jim Hammond, and there were 3 other guys, and they were identical.
Well, that's pretty much looking at Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. Same
Well, I
thing.
said, yeah, his range of faces was never his strong suit.
Oh my gosh, is that Johnny Storm useless?
No,
No,
it's
that's Jim
Jim
Hammond.
Hammond.
Oh, okay. I was confused because he didn't look useless.
But yeah, I've got to give it 10. How just an embarrassment of floating heads.
7 plus
All
the
right.
5 in the corner.
Well, I love. Is that supposed to be Nomad Cap?
That's
No, that's-
John Walker.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
US
John
Agent.
Walker? Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because he's got the skull on his face, but it could just be Steve being pissed off.
All right, so how about Melissa and Amy? What do you say?
Well, first of all, there's a healthy amount of pink, so I approve of that. Secondly, it's got floating heads and Iron Man. It makes me think of some of my favorite people, so I'm going to give it a 10.
Okay, so which one of your peoples that you call favorite do you have floating heads of?
Wait, you have people? You have your own race?
Apparently, she's got the heads of her favorite people floating around her. This is an odd.
Eric
I
says
want
he
to know the
likes floating
story.
heads on covers, and Mariah likes Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right, how about
When they're making
How
lunch
about,
plans, have your floating heads. Call my floating heads.
yes? And
It's
how
called
about you,
chasing around.
Melissa?
If that happens, heads roll.
Melissa, what do you say?
And also give Eric Breen a heads up first.
They're already up.
Speaking of roles, Cyborg.
Starfire!
Raven.
Beast Boy!
Robin!
Woohoo!
On the
Aqualad, y'all forgot about Aqualad, didn't y'all?
He's not in.
more jockey.
Okay.
Speedy, dude.
Kid Flash.
You gotta be fast.
I forgot about Kid Flash. Oh man.
Jericho. Oh wait, I don't talk.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
So, Melissa, what do you think?
Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to give it the Iron Man suit is really good, and I love John Byrne faces just a lot. I kind of feel like I'm not quite feeling the wall he's exploding. He's kind of crashing through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt he's going after Kool-Aid.
Yeah. The rebel looks a little funny to me for some reason. But I think I'm going to give it a.
Hey, Fred.
I'm going to give it a 9. I think.
Hey, Melissa.
Yes.
Did you see the thing that somebody posted today of a little girl playing with her pretty Predator doll?
Oh no.
All right. I give it a 9 also. Let's go to the chat.
All right. In the chat, we got well, first of all, I was like just complaining about the last one. I was like, how did it become an 8? Well, you see, we counted numbers. We did some subtraction.
We had four 5s that took out the 2 10s, the 1, plus I'm recounting the empty spots again. I used to do that at the beginning, which leaves us 5 6s. Oh, it should be a 7. It was a 7 in the last one.
Wait,
right.
You counted the empty spots at the beginning of your live streams?
No. Those are always empty. Yeah, the last one was a 7. You're right. There you go. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Little Rhaegar.
And let's get to the
9.
Little Rhaegar.
March Hare is gonna give it a 5.
5. Yeah. Dexter Roykert coming with an 8.
I'm gonna split it right down the middle. Joe.
Joe says 5. Hey, that's Jim Jordan guy. What's he say?
He says it's an 8. Floating heads help out the fact that Iron Man is colored a bit too dark. Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah, to kind of give it levels. Oh wait. Oh,
Michael Mouse Taylor. It says 8. Very cool cover. Hello, I love you, Clint. Colors and very nice detail.
Darth Kato says this cover could do without all the floating heads. Giving it a 9.
Blasphemy.
It would be a 10.
Who said that?
But it got way too ahead of itself.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Darth didn't have a blue wrench, he might be taking a 300-second vacation.
All right, ready then. The next person coming up is a one slick dude saying this is a 7.
Hi, Tony Hayes. Let's see.
Tony Hayes.
Tony
Jeremic.
Hayes. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Henry Jeremic. I've never heard. I don't think I've ever heard Raven give something a 10.
I would love to do that once.
Go for it.
Iron Man is busting through a wall. Iron Man's iron hands and the tripper are both rendered very well. It's a 10. I never get to be excited. That was fun.
Whoa, dial down the cheer.
Darth Kato says, like I'm picturing Amy sitting in a room with shelves full of floating heads surrounding her. It's so spooky.
Too many Scooby-Doos. Zoinks. There's MK.
Okay. What's up, guys? That was finishing up painting a sculpted tooth I did for Dentist Mo. Going for my last cavity before he retires. Yeah. So I sculpted him a tooth and then painted it like a platinum white. Hello. Anyway, let's say 8.
Oh, nice.
Tell your dentist congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Marjorie says, I give Amy's Kool-Aid Man a 10. Yay.
I bet it was like pulling teeth to get in there to quit.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of how they are. Tony Hayes gives this an 8. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is that I think that's all of our numbers.
Yep.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Alrighty, and we ended up with 2 5s, and there was no 6, so we take down one of the 10s. We have a 1 7 taking down another. There's 2 left, but we had 7 8s, which takes out the last 2 10s and all 4 9s, leaving 1 8 standing. And this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
If you strike down Darth Cato, it'll become more powerful.
This time it is an 8. All righty.
Hey, what's up, Lumpy?
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on with go for book 4, and this time we're 1, 2, 3. This time it's Zach's turn to start us off, and his book. Are we still on the West Coast? We are not. Okay, Avengers proper, issue 190.
East Coast represent.
This one's cool. So I dig on this era. Yeah, Miss Marvel and Falcon and Beast on the team. Looks like Daredevil's in this issue also. That's really cool. It looks like they're fighting a giant monster with a power plant on its back.
You know what it looks
like it.
That's the Grey Gargoyle.
Oh, Grey Gargoyle got big.
It was.
it looks like a lot like one of those the living rock monsters that what's the name of the Dormammu?
Oh yeah. I know the mindless ones.
The mindless ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does look like that. Yeah, no, I love this. Is cool. I've got a soft spot for this era, so I'm going to give this a 10.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
Oh, I thought the Vision was throwing like little like flying discs at him. Those are the wasp wings.
That's the wasp wings. Yeah.
They're freaking huge, man. Jeez. Wow. I'll have to ask what he thinks of this because he likes the Grey Gargoyle, and that looks more like the Black Manta. My only question is, what is Daredevil gonna do?
Bump into things.
Maybe
I
have
He wants.
Captain America stand up.
I don't know. I guess seeing is believing. But, I'm gonna go 9 with this. I'm not a fan of Daredevil just kind of swinging in out of nowhere, kind of like that. It just drew man like last minute. Like, oh yeah, he's in here. And then, what is Captain America doing? Was he trying to ride it and just got bucked off?
Yep.
It looks like he's trying
what
not
it
to
looks
fall
like.
down.
Or did Carol knock him from the back?
No, Carol's punching him in the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be. If the monster got punched and kind of shifted its weight, and Captain America's like, whoa, and then kind of righting himself.
All right, but yeah, I'll go 9 with this.
Action sells the book.
Something evil this way comes.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
So, Venk, would you rather this said guest starring Daredevil, the man without a sense of direction?
The man without fear.
Oh no, I missed Splash. This is a 10.
I'll just say he needs a necessary zoom.
Quit eating the cord.
Yeah, RDV.
Yeah, RDV,
What
quit
is-
eating the
yeah.
cord.
Oh, according to me, it's great.
Boo.
Yeah, I agree with the boo. All righty. And Melissa and Amy.
You know, I like this. It's got a lot of like actiony poses, and it's a lot of tumbling, which is kind of unusual for covers, but it's sort of laid out in an interesting way. So it's still a nice comic booky cover, and I do like that. And it's got the yellow background with a kind of a simple horizon line, but look, he put a little city in the background, so you can kind of see where they are more.
Little
Cool.
city.
Little city. So I appreciate the effort. Yeah, I think I'll give this a 10. It's a fun heroic cover.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
Does he look like a little? I'm trying to understand his composition.
The gray fellow?
Yes. Is that like a warrior or something? Is he like a cross between like a rhinoceros?
I think
beetle
he's
and-
kind of like it looks like he's kind of like a manta ray, but he kind of lands on the
one of
bottom
his
little
floppy- that one's
appendages, and
up.
so these are
Okay.
kind of like, and he's kind of
Okay, yeah, that makes. I
Yeah.
think you're onto something there. Yeah.
That's how I read them.
All right. What did
I'll
Melissa
give it a
say?
9 too.
All right.
And she's
And I do believe that leaves me, right? Everybody, 1, 2. Nope, Dom.
Almost skipped me.
you're waiting to see if everyone's
Almost, but didn't.
Well, let's see. Well, I could tell you, that the sequence is very, very dynamic. And well, unlike the previous one with Vision when he's all Terminator after like he was taken apart. But this one, the artist is actually using the environment to his advantage. I'm gonna give this one a rather strong 10.
Nice.
All righty. I don't see it. I'm gonna go. I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna go 7 on this one. It's good. But there you go. All right, let's get to the chat. See what they have to say.
Are you wearing Gail's glasses again?
No, I don't wear. I never. No, I can't see through Gail's glasses. They're this thick. Yeah. No, but mine are still broken. If you need this. All righty. Rhaegar says 9.
Mm-hmm. Did you want me to try this one, RDV?
Michael Taylor says very cool cover colors and nice detail. And then we've got 10s from. Okay, you gonna take it?
Yeah, sure. I've got 10s from Jim Sorensen and Admiral March Hare. Tony Hayes gives it a 9, and Jackson Roykirk gives it an 8, as does Joe. One slick dude says 10. First decent cover. All right.
Amy, what do you call a cool Band-Aid? A Kool-Aid, get it? Sorry, I know, super cheesy. I will say Captain America is like manspread for the win. And Iron Man is half the man he used to be. I will say 10. Me go now.
There you go. Yeah, I could see like a Godzilla villain. Darth Kato says, looks like Black Manta got hit with some major radiation. That's all right. Giving it an 8. Henry Jeremick says, book number 4. That's cool. It's a 9. And let's see here. Who else? We have any more numbers? I think that is the last of our numbers. Let's get
All righty. And we ended up with 1 7 and 3 8s, taking out 4 of the 8 9s, but 6 9s, take those out, leaving 2 left, and this is a 9.
Well, all right.
All righty. Well, all right. All right. Okay, and that moves on. And let's see, we are on book 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It is RDV's turn. Go for book number 5. Here we go. And let's see what we got here. Is Avengers number 188.
Huh.
Wow.
Who's starting this one?
RDV.
Alrighty. 6.
All right.
It's just glittered. Is this a wraparound cover too?
No.
I guess not. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
It's like John Byrne. What is it? They told him Jim's like, hey John, if you draw a bunch of characters, we'll pay you by character. He's like, okay. Yeah, it's just too crowded.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
First, I'd like to apologize for my comic son.
Thank
He
you.
knows not what he says. 10.
For once, he's not talking about me.
6.
Don't worry, Zach. I'm sure you'll disappoint me at some point.
And all righty. So Melissa and Amy, what do you see?
Huh. You know, it's interesting. when you see a lot of characters on the cover, it's hard not to think of Perez, but this is kind of a different take on it because it's a lot of stacked, but instead of like full figures, they're kind of larger. They're almost all about like bust shots. And he's just got really different ways of arranging them. And I'm not sure, was that for the speed of drawing them, or does he just like having larger faces when he draws?
It's a good question.
Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering what the choices were, behind that. So I'm trying to just not sit here and ponder it too much, but quickly come up with something. But it's such a curious piece. I do like it. I think I can at least give it a 9.
All right. And Melissa?
This is the first one I've looked at and said, wow, tonight. So I think, in honor of that, I think it gets a 10.
All righty. And Dominic?
I gotta give this issue of West Coast Avengers a 9 as well.
All right.
Bankman, this issue has a Hostess fruit pie ad.
What? Oh my gosh,
And,
now it's a 10.
Yeah, it doesn't help the cover. Zach, what do you
No,
say?
I guess not. Unless it's on the back cover.
It adds to the overall quality of the issue. I have to find this issue now.
If one of
this
them's
is
holding a fruit pie.
This is a 10. I agree with my comic paw. I like how you have almost the whole team on here fighting the elements of doom. Interesting looking villains, action poses, the colors pop. There's almost every color on here, which is also nice. Yeah, I'm going to give this a 10.
Proud of you, son. Take an extra hour on your curfew.
Yes!
All righty. And that's everybody but me. And there's a lot of skill here. There really is. I agree with RDV. The cover looks cluttered though. So I don't think I'm going to go 10 on it. Yeah, I'll go 9. I think this really well done.
You can distinctly see where each person ends and the next begins. It's very
true.
meticulously done, and this just in. If you're doing a team book and you use the whole team, it's going to get crowded.
That's true. That is true. All right, let's move on to the chat.
Well, let's see. It looks like we're starting off with little Rhaegar, who gives this a 10. Let me see here. Oh, one slick dude doesn't like it quite so much. He gives it an 8 because it's kind of cramped. That's all right too.
Theo Dragon's playing catch up, but you probably already got those numbers 1 through 5.
Yeah, I already wrote everything down. Yep.
Tony says 9. Dark Admiral my chair says, yeah, what's up, Doc? This is a little too busy for me. It's an 8. Followed by Joe says 9.
Roykert gives it a 9 as well.
Zach is his own son. He had himself as a baby. And his own
No, we do not have issue number 200 on
Let's
this.
say that's 12 issues from now.
Yeah.
That's a messed up issue, too.
Is
Let's-
Jim Sorson.
Oh, Jim Sorensen gives it a 9.
Yep.
And Darth Kato says, there's too much going on. John Byrne asked how many characters should be on the cover and was told yes. I'll give it a 7. Oh, yeah, we've all had those requests. Oh, the Henry Jeremic says, book number 5. I like the Zibbatone on the Elemental. It is pretty cool. It is also the 8.
Yo, is that a monkey with the red eyes? The guy behind him with yellow eyes looks like a monkey, though. I'm with Englentine and Vanky here. Lots of people on here, not bad, just crowded. I'll say 7.
Nope.
Then Michael Mouse Taylor says 10. Says very cool.
Michael Taylor says very cool cover.
Very nice, you go.
Hey, you're less Mickey Mouse now. You've walked over into Mrs. Doubtfire territory.
Zach,
All right, so
it is hot death. Eat it up Nice.
So here we go. We have 1 6 and 3 7s taking out the 4 10s, and then we have 3 8s versus 7 9s. The 9s win. This is a 9. All right, we're on the look for that elusive 10 for the night. I do believe we will have one by the end of the night, but that is where we stand right now.
Also, the
3
Inhumans
9s,
are in this
1
issue.
8, and 1 7.
And
Oh, well, then it's a
Quicksilver.
10 cover. Yeah, okay, it's a 7. All righty, and let's see. We are going for book 6, which is my turn. It's my turn.
Well,
Yay.
all right.
All right, what book do I get? I've got another West Coast
I bet it's a John
Avengers.
Byrne cover.
You know what? It is. It's
Yay,
West
I'm
Coast
so good at
Avengers
this.
number 50.
He's going to
There you
take
go.
all the West Coast Avengers issues.
There you go. Okay, so here we basically have we got the group on the bottom as Human Torch is flying up. They're apparently in a graveyard. This is it. Righteous return of the original Human Torch as he's flying out of his own grave. Okay, didn't get that right away. I understand it now that his return. The Human Torch looks awesome. I think everybody looks well. You know what? This is the first 10 I'm giving tonight. All righty. And what do you say, Eric?
You know, I thought Venkman's turn would give me a chance to chew this mouthful of popcorn.
I know, right?
So for making me abort that mouthful, have a paper route. 10.
All righty. And how about you, ladies?
I mean, this is pretty cool. I like the cool perspective on it. And you really get a good sense of height. Like he looks like he's actually flying up into the air. That's really neat. Okay, spoiler. I don't know if this counts as a spoiler, but isn't the original Human Torch a robot?
Yes.
He is a robot.
A robot, yes.
Okay.
Robot.
All right. Okay. End of spoiler. But yeah, it's a cool cover, I would say. Yeah, I can give it a 10. That is pretty neat.
All righty. And Melissa.
I like the environment, the graveyard, the stunned expressions. And the illustrations. It's excellent. I think I'll give it a 10 too.
All righty. And Zach, right? Zach's next.
That's my name.
Oh no, Dominic. One skip, Dominic. I am bound to skip you tonight. Sorry about that.
If he stays quiet,
Don't worry, Dominic. At least you remembered you, Dominic.
That's true.
All right, Dalton. Let's get the score.
Swing and a miss.
Dalton.
Yeah, that's been the new thing. I will be talking to both of them, and I'll think Dominic. It'll be I'll say Dalton. It's like I have to go. No, the other Dalton. Yeah, and then I'll talk to Dalton, and I'll call
become
him
a running
Dominic.
gag.
Yeah, it really has. Once I played up to it, but yeah. All right, Dom. What do you think?
Well, I'm giving this one a well-deserved 10 as well because, well, it's very dynamic. And, well, John Byrne really captured the, well, not intimidation, but he really captured the essence of the original Human Torch as he's jumping out. Flying out of the grave.
All righty. And how about you, Zach?
I mean, this is a 10. Just the dynamic perspective of it all, flying out from his coffin. You see the other Avengers even in the background, just like in their stunned poses. I mean, it's a great cover. The coloring of it lends to the heat and everything that he's emanating. It's great. This is the 10.
All righty.
I also love how
RDV.
when he's lit up, they don't show his face. There's something about that I just dig.
Oh yeah, you can really see how the warm colors are really bring this this visual sequence to life.
Mm-hmm. It's not like how Vision's not particularly startled. The kind of underplaying his reaction to it is kind of a neat touch.
Yep. Hold on a second. I need to go through my bag.
What on earth?
What on earth? Zach's all offended for you.
I know, right? But I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Zach. So what do you say there, RDV? What do you score this?
I gave it a Gwen Stacy coming back to life 10.
Alrighty. What?
Gwen Stacy coming back to life.
All right. Well, we're leaving the chat unanimous here. So let's go to the chat. I meant panel.
See?
Okay. Yes.
It looks
No
like,
tents tonight. Byrne like Kirby is overrated, says Jackson.
and it looks like our first number so far is Jim Sorensen, who gives this a 6.
All right.
And One Slick Dude, who gives it an 8 and says, I just don't care for the monochromatic background. He likes a bit more color.
Darth Kato comes in with this is an awesome cover. It is a meow, meow 10.
There you go. Dragon is less convinced. He gives it a 5.
Dragon.
Give it a
Dragon. Dragon Ball Z.
best cover. Tony Hayes tends to agree with Kato.
Good one.
Oh, you got the Rakers? The Human Torch's face is undone. I'm confused as to why this wouldn't be a 10. Oh. That's weird. Anyway, but Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor. 10 is a very cool cover and very nice detail. That's right, the mouse is actually communist. You did not know that the whole time. My favorite cover so far is always like
Let's see.
All right.
Sorry, Marchair. Admiral Marchair says, wow, thanks, Amy. No, there's no point in me reading this. Jeez. Just kidding. Ted. I did try to give everybody a warning so they could turn down their headphones.
The Jackson Ray Kirk. Sorry, Ray Kirk. I apologize. It's always Ray Kirk.
Quirk sounds good.
He gives it a 6.
Henry Jeremick says, book number 6. This cover is the second version. The first cover version was unused or rejected. I think that this version was better. It is the 9. Would be interesting. I wonder what the first one was.
Holy cow! I did not know that God Amazer from Justice League Unlimited was in this book. This cover is
That
fire!
sounds like every 1970s villain.
I thought that was my alien. Is that my super alien impersonation?
Alien's favorite element here. I'll say 10.
No, if you were cultured, you would watch Ninja Turtles back in the day.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah, it's
giving
like
him.
old cartoon villains.
Joe.
Is that
Joe
everybody?
gives this a
Okay.
10.
Joe gives this a 10.
A bouncy 10.
No bouncies here. Go to your castle, Dalton. And bounce on that. Jackson Rickert says, okay,
I go to
James
the bouncy castle. It's a bouncy castle. Yes. All right. Let's get the stop.
Did
I get
RDV
stop?
just
No,
jump?
okay. There's-
Well, yeah, Jackson's down to a 7. Michael Taylor says, yes, the colors are nice. RDV just jumped
Alright.
headfirst into a chip bag. I wish.
I know, right?
Nom nom.
All righty. So we've got 1, 5, 2 6s, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, trying to take down 12 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, our first 10 of the night.
Yeah, this time of night, I just lay my face
Finally!
down.
How about a
Here we go,
McDonald's
all the
bag,
way up
Magman?
here to the top. where.
Well, that's what it was,
belongs.
actually.
Just stick your head in one of those.
No.
You know, they are great though.
Go
when you stick your head in
for
McDonald's bag.
book number 7, and this time around it is Eric's turn again.
Oh, all
And
right.
Eric, you get. We're back to. By the way, I think the next 3 covers are really the same cover, but let's see what we have. Avengers West Coast, and this is issue number 56.
Melissa and Amy, did you see the picture I sent of Coco in the McDonald's bag?
Oh no, is that on Discord or is it in private chat?
It's in Sports Ball, but I'm not on Discord anymore.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like half of her stuffed into a McDonald's bag.
I'll grab
I
it.
have to see that.
I'll do a dead
I'm gonna
scroll.
make Melissa get it later.
This
On the sports ball.
I might be the only one that gives us a 10, but I'm giving us a 10.
All righty, and how about you, Melissa and Amy?
Let's have a look. He really seems to like, and I'm guessing this is his choice, but he seems to really like character focused covers. Like, it seems pretty consistent what I've seen so far, that there's usually a lot of emotion and kind of strong poses and sometimes unusual composition, but always kind of focusing on human figures, which is, that's actually kind of neat. She has really short hair. Is this still Scarlet Witch, or is this?
Yeah, it's still Wanda.
Yes.
Really?
This is her when she decided to join RoboCop movie.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I guess that makes sense. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take forever to go back. Although she can change reality or something like that, so maybe not. It's cool. Yeah, I could probably give it a 10. It's done well. If there's too many more of these one night, I might be a little tired, but this is kind of cool.
Okay, and how about you, Melissa?
Is this the Wonder Man costume people like, or the one that they don't like?
It's all right. He's got that mullet though. That kind of ruins it for me.
Actually, the good one we like is the Christmas color one, the green with the red.
No, nobody loves that.
The
Red
red
take the
jacket and
safari
black
jacket
pants.
over that
Yeah.
one.
Wow,
Yeah.
Zach, you were
What do you
just a
say,
man of four
Melissa?
senses.
Okay. Okay. 9.
Yep. Oh no! Thanks for forwarding the
All
picture.
right. And
Thank you.
all righty, how about you, Dominic?
I'll be continuing the 10 train.
All righty. And
So what they're
Zach,
saying is not only an
what says
iconic
ya?
cover, but it makes Wanda very imposing.
That's a neat effect.
Yeah, I guess this is the beginning of the Wanda can go evil thing, huh?
Yep.
Well,
All righty. Zach, what do you say?
I'm gonna derail the 10 train. This is not my favorite cover. I don't like Wanda with the short hair, so I'm gonna give this a 6.
it reminds me too much of Catwoman. That's why.
All righty.
Remember what I said about you disappointing me later, Zach?
I don't let you down, do I?
You don't.
At least it's consistent.
You don't let him down by letting him down.
That's right.
Logic.
You should have said "Don't let me down, Bruce," but instead,
Don't let me down.
Yeah, Darth
RDV.
Vader, that is the loss.
RDV, what do you say?
At this point, I'm too focused on, hey, look, Jan got a new costume,
Right?
and I love how Hank Pym's like, hey, help me, and he's like, wife slapper, you can fall. No one likes Hank Pym at this back, and
Yeah.
the witch is back. Yes, darker than Scarlet. Oh, all right. Evil looming villain. I think the last one we had was Darkseid holding the heroes and they're falling. I'm going 10. I'm running right over Zach in that car.
Knock yourself out.
Okay, I'm more on. I think more on Zach's side than you guys, but I'm not that far down. I think it's. I think this is an 8. This is an 8. All right, let's go to the chat.
Oh, right. It looks like I think Jim Sorensen's the first one to get us a number here with a 6. And Darth Kato's fighting back. He says, I love it. The witch is back. Great cover. It's a 10.
Hey, what's up, Doc? It's a classic cover. It's a 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, Michael Taylor gives this a 6. Oh wait, Michael Bass Taylor gives this a 6.
Little Rhaegar says this is a 10.
And Rykirk gives this a 7. So kind of splitting the difference there.
What does the dragon say?
The dragon says, 7. Let's see.
Can I do Jeremy?
Yeah, go for it.
Book 7. Great proportions, nice dynamics, but Elmo says it lacks deep background. It is drop colors and to make it a 9.
Dark Hero says, who's the lady in the blue and white outfit? Is that the Wasp?
Yes.
Very
One of her mini outfits.
That's the Wasp.
Oh,
One
I
of
see.
many outlets.
Let's see.
All right, then MK
For
after the stop. Yep,
MK said,
after the stop.
After the stop, he says,
Yo, did he say Dalton? Is that Dalton from Earth 2? Huh, she gives me Bridget Nielsen from Beverly Hills Cops vibes. I'll go 9.
All righty.
I think she's a lot better looking than
2, by the way. All
actually-
righty.
Yeah.
We had 3 6s and 2 7s and 1 8 take down 6 of the 7 10s. Then we have 3 9s. 10s are gone. 2 9s standing. This is a 9. All righty. We are moving. Go for
What
book
was
number 8.
Yeah.
What was up?
I missed about 2 of them. That was
No.
the ones where they're all tackling him in the middle, and then the Grey Gargoyle.
Give me just a second here. This is where we stand right now. We've got 1 10, 4 9s, 1 8, and 1 7. All right, and we are on to book 8, and we have let's see, who was that? If I was 6, Eric was 7. This is the Lester Sisters, and you have West Coast Avengers issue number 45.
let's see. Wow, this is kind of cool. He's all giant. Is that a thing Vision does? Or is this like artistic license?
Well,
I
this is kind of a play on his first appearance.
I was just saying, I thought his abilities were pretty much the Martian Manhunters and the Justice League.
Well,
Phasing.
He can phasing and make himself really, really heavy, solid.
Oh, heavy. Oh, okay. Does he shapeshift in the original Justice?
No, it doesn't shapeshift. No.
No, that's the only one part he doesn't have is telepathy and shapeshifting. But he could control his density for Lorraine.
Yeah. Okay. So he can make himself heavier. Well, I mean, I think this is pretty cool. I guess it's kind of a funny thing to key in on, but I like the levels of smoke and the different kind of muted blue, greens, and purples that are used in it. It's kind of interesting. Is this an 80s book? Or is
Yes.
this
Like late 80s, I think.
80s? Okay. Yeah, interesting colors. But the little figures in the foreground are rendered well. Yeah, this is neat. I think I could give. Yeah, it's pretty striking. I'll give it a 10.
Was it Avengers West Coast in the 90s?
West Coast?
No, it started in the mid 80s.
Sorry, it did start in the mid 80s. Okay.
All righty,
yeah.
Melissa, what says you?
Melissa had to step out to go look after.
Alrighty, Dominic, what says you?
He had a step away too.
I
Zach,
give
what's
this
it?
one a 10 as well.
Alrighty,
10.
okay, and Zach.
If I answer honestly, the chat's just going to be filled with, of course he would vote this for the first appearance of White Vision.
We're not doing that anymore.
Oh, we're not doing that anymore?
Nope.
Okay.
Stop that.
This is a 10. This is an iconic.
Of course he does. It's the White
Lies!
Vision. What are we doing?
Cool.
This is the Vision's arguably most iconic cover that he has ever been on. It's dramatic. It's striking. Everything. It's a 10.
Of course, Zach didn't like it until it became white.
Wait, what?
You didn't like Vision until it became white.
I liked Vision from the start. Actually, I don't care for the white look. I feel it's kind of bland. I like the yellow, red, and green.
It's too late now. It's too late to save yourself.
It's like Lord of the
We
Rings.
already know.
It's like Lord of the Rings. They had Gandalf from the Hood, and then it became white Gandalf. Everybody liked him.
Gandalf the White, not White Gandalf.
It's White Vision. Give this a mayonnaise sandwich with Wonder Bread. You know what? That sucks. I don't understand the whole mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Give me some Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, well, mayonnaise on anything. It's
yeah, it's not.
And it's like Vegemite. You gotta put a specific amount.
And now people are putting shit in mayonnaise and calling it aioli. Ooh, it's garlic aioli. No, it's garlic mayonnaise.
So when I make potato salads, when I make potato salads, I use Miracle Whip. You know, just like you would use if you're making tuna fish salad.
No, you use mustard. Mayonnaise.
Mustard.
I agree with I agree with Undercover Brother. I need one of those watches that shoot hot sauce anytime I've got to eat white people food. All righty, RDV, where do you go on this?
You bring that up because we watched the Charlie's Angels Hong Kong version in the 80s, and she had her watch shot on acid out of her watch.
Cool.
That's a thing you probably want your watch to do.
I mean, Charles Xavier finally found a body he can stand up in. I'm proud of him. That literally is a Silver Surfer head, the Charles Xavier head.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's even Gideon from the Fantastic Four.
Oh boy!
I feel like Wonder Man's falling over, and you look at this Hawkeye. He is kind of like in the jazz hands.
Nice.
And then you look at Wanda behind him, but she's kind of like dancing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But
I can see this.
I'm guessing they're in Tony.
Wonder
Hayes'
Man's reaching for Vision's crotch.
So this is the first appearance of Tony Hayes. Well,
Tony Hayes.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hayes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd have to be smoking something for the Vision to be that big. I don't think he's that big in the book, is he?
So if everybody's dancing, this could be a disco.
So what?
Curiosity sells the book. I'm giving this a 10.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Really?
He gives us a 10. In a world where Eric Brain doesn't give a 10. That'd be horrible.
I guess we are just leaving the train station all 10s. Let's go to the chat and see how they're going to derail this. Jim says 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Dark Admiral March Hare comes in with a 10, saying it's another iconic cover.
Let's see. Did you want Henry Jeremy?
I guess I can do it. Well, let's look see here. We got book 8. Come on, Henry Jermick. It's a nice John Buscema homage cover. Even with Jump Vision, it's still a 10. I see. Oh.
Darth Kato agrees. Classic cover. It's a meowy 10.
What was in the background? I heard.
Cuckoo.
You were doing Benson Honeydew, so I was like,
no, I wasn't.
Because that
give me the frog.
It did sound kind of like Dr. Honeydew.
Well, they're probably all the same person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're only like 3 voices.
They're only Jim Henson.
Yep.
Says this is a Buscema homage done okay, and gives it a 7.
Oh my!
He's not heavy. He's my Vision.
Michael Taylor, he's a 10. Very cool cover. Colors in nice detail, comrades.
Wow, West Coast Avengers ran for almost 10 years. That seems pretty
Yeah,
good.
I thought it was it was a 90. Yeah,
It was a
90s.
long time.
Let's see.
It's White Vision. Give this. Oh, I already read that one. But right, Gary is saying is a 10 though. So, what do we got here? The next one is Eric and Boyd. But good night to One Slick Dude.
Night One Slick. And hello.
Have a good
Eric.
night, One Slick.
Mr. Boyd.
You want Slick?
The Eric in the Boyd says 9. Jackson, it says I'm out as well. Take care, everyone. Let him out. Told you to close the door.
Who let the Slick
And
out? Oof,
gives it a
oof,
nine.
oof.
Oh no, who let Jackson Roykirk out?
Oh.
Wow. Is this really MK? He says 9.
That's it? That's not
hold
MK.
on. He scroll down. He says,
Yeah,
looks
hack.
like Silver Super with cape, but cool.
Omar Harris gives it a 10.
That rascally dragon says 7.
And yes, it is an homage to his first appearance there, Omar. Alrighty. I do believe that is that for
I
the
think
scores. And we have 3 7s and 1 8, 2 9s taking on 12 10s, ladies and gentlemen. This is yet another. What are we on now? Are we on 2? Nope, this is the second 10 of the night. Alrighty.
Nice.
Bum, bum. Ba-da-da-dum.
You know, this might be the easiest battle for
Okay,
10s.
and next up we are go for book 9. Go for book 9. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the last 2 covers all have people pointing to the right side of the cover.
Right?
Everybody
So,
point.
book 9, that was the Lesters. This one is Dominic, and we get the third book where somebody is pointing to the other side of the cover. Issue number 43.
They're all left-handed. I spell conspiracy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people shooting. Pew pew.
All right. Whose cover was starting this off? Eric?
This is Dominic.
Dominic. Dominic still here?
All right. Yeah, I'm still here. Well, what can I say? Hey, look, this is a very engaging cover. Really, the environment is put to good use. There's no, there are no blanks. Like I said, everyone is quick to action, like facing off, like whoever it is they're fighting in this issue, which is why I'll be giving this one another 10.
Alrighty there.
All right.
Zach, I wonder what your score will be.
It will not be 10, even though this is a significant improvement over some of the previous West Coast Avengers covers.
You are a birthday clown.
That's just uncalled for, sir. I like how the spaces are all filled in here. I also like that there's a Tiger appearance. Always good to see Tiger. This is going to be an 8 for me.
All righty. And an 8. And let's see. Eric Breen. No, wait. RDV.
Hi, I'm Eric Breen.
Hi, Eric Breen.
You wish. No, I'm just kidding.
Not really. I'd have half my life left.
You'd also have a cat.
Kitty cat.
Meow.
You'd have a cat, like you
Really,
don't already have one.
That's what you want to say.
Well, I'm
That's
just
all I
saying.
had. That's all I had, man.
No,
Yeah.
Penguin.
No, I'd be close. I'd be too close to death. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Gail,
you
Gail
know,
sat
I
in my
officially
chair. I'm
got
getting
1
hives
year
again.
closer today, right?
What's that? I hear you or the guys
That-
saying his hives.
That's how you celebrate my birthday, by telling me I'm that much closer to death.
Wait, your birthday's today?
You know, what,
Go to Joe's, check out the menu.
Hey,
order
Eric,
the hot
Eric.
death.
I just want to say, happy birthday.
No, it's
Too late.
not.
Too late. Boo.
It's not, because you remind me how close I am to death.
Wait, Boo this man.
I want to point out it's only your birthday for like 10 more minutes.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know it was your birthday.
God, then I'm going to be even that much closer. Oh, I'm too depressed. I can't go on. Oh, whoa.
Woe is me. I'll have to start watching Matt.
Happy birthday, Pa.
Thank you, Comic Son.
Getting back to the cover though. It's the perfect 10, bro. You got John Byrne drawing the ladies. You got a rippling beefcake in the background, and you got Hawkeye winking as he fires an arrow at Wind Up. It misses.
Okay, birthday boy, what do you say?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, are we singing happy birthday? Happy
birthday,
dear Eric.
Happy birthday.
I don't recall ordering a Marilyn Monroe that looks like Dr. Evil.
Yes. Happy birthday to you, Eric. I will wish him a birthday bash. I have hired the best worker under the bridge for your dancing pleasure.
That was fan-fucking-tastic. I love to you. All righty. So what do you score this, Eric?
Eric's not scoring anything tonight now. He's anti-score.
I would also be anti-score.
I think I'm going to go 9 on this.
All righty.
Oh no! Hey, Eric. At least you'll
Melissa and Amy.
Hey, look at the bright side, Eric. You'll outlast March Hare. He said he's already dying.
What do you score this one?
First of all, happy birthday, Eric. Sorry to doing that earlier. Let's see. As for this cover, I mean, I can see a 9 on it, but the little tiger, she's got such a cute look on her face. Really fun.
Sorry.
That's a great point.
Oh, is her name not Tigra?
Tigra.
Next up is me, says Jay.
I never know sometimes, but it is a fun cover, and it's got a nice focus on a lot of the characters who are drawn well and have interesting expressions.
Yeah, Tiger's got the derpy green face. I love it.
Yeah, right?
Place. What are you talking about? That's a great.
No, her mouth, little dimples, and then you see her mouth.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
She can tell that she's got fangs or something.
Yeah,
anyway.
she's got kind of a fun, comical sort of a look. I don't know. It's a cute cover, and I like it. So I could give it a 10, I think.
Oh no, Darth Gideon's giving a
All
box.
right,
So last time I got
Melissa.
last time I got a box from somebody. Well, for Christmas.
Melissa.
She's not back yet.
Okie dokie. Dominic started this
seven,
off,
thank you.
so I guess let's.
It's your turn, right?
Yeah, it's my turn.
I love
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I love this cover. And you guys are absolutely right. For John Byrne has 2 types of faces: way too old for them, or just right. And I think he managed to make all the faces just right on this.
I forget what that actress is, but she's from Say Anything. She's the opposite of John Cusack. That's what Wanda looks like.
Oh shoot!
She was on Melrose.
Yeah, God, I used to know it right off because she was only in a couple of movies. I thought she would
Melrose
be better.
Place.
Yeah,
She showed on she up there, but I'm going to Rhaegar. Targaryen says this is a 10.
Tim Sorensen gives it an 8, and so does Dragon and Omar Harris. But Darth Kato says, one of my all-time favorite covers. Give it a perfect 10 plus meow. So clearly, it's great.
Yes. The Eric Embroid says this is a 9. I love the perspective, the action. I like how Tiger is depicted.
Mm-hmm. And Jay Lucian gives it a 9 as well.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? This might be an 8.
Did you get this one?
Yes. Michael Taylor says this is an 8. Very cool colors and nice detail.
There you go.
All right, then we got a lot of. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that is true.
It is
Henry
The Henry of Jeremix.
Yep. Henry Jeremick says, book number 9. Did Tiger both have a tail and not have a tail? Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
So
Dynamics. It is the 10.
originally she did not have a tail, but then she mutated by going to cat gods people, and then that's how she got her tail. I was wondering that too, because I was like, I remember seeing early covers like there's a tail, and then there's not a tail. Something happened.
Well,
She was regressing at this point too, becoming an actual cat.
Does she
Dark
have-
Admiral J.
the
Dark Admiral J. Lucian Ray. They say happy birthday. Darth Kato says happy birthday. So does Michael Taylor. Happy birthday to Eric. Eric and Boyd says happy birthday. Jay Lucian says you're not old, Breen. Happy 2025th birthday, Eric. Also, this is the gayest happy birthday song ever sang on the internet. It was.
Jay,
and then we get laughter. I'm assuming from the Marilyn Monroe that looks like Dr. Evil line. That was fucking brilliant.
Jay, of course he's not old. Old's too young for Breen.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
By the way, I was indeed trying to do the Marilyn Monroe version that she sang for JFK. Let's see. We're all 1 year closer to that. Breen will live to 100. George Burns lived to 100, smoking cigars every day. And I'll say 10 because I like Scarlett's Magneto look.
That sounds nothing like MK.
All right. And let's see. It was a tale of two cities. I see. Two cities. There you go. All right, let's get the stop here. Okay, dokes. And what we got here is 6 8s. And they are taking out 6 of those 7 10s, and there is 4 9s left. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually kind of surprised at that one.
The 9s.
I thought this would have been a 10.
Yeah, but,
Sure enough, very important.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is weird.
Maybe we won't get another 10. I'll be surprised about that. But okay, so who was? Okay, so it's Zach's turn, and we got go for book 11. Wow, no, 10. 10.
Oh, 10.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
No.
By the way, we're going to say goodbye to West Coast Avengers at this point.
Oh, no.
Well, there's
And Zach, you get Avengers issue number 189.
I feel so cheated.
Mm-hmm.
I come here for because West Coast Avengers is one of my favorite things. John Byrne's one of my favorite artists, and I get bit.
There were 6 of
You know
them.
what? It's okay. I'm fine. I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm babysitting, but I'm not getting paid.
Don't worry.
That's
Interesting. I don't think
can
I've seen this cover before, actually.
Zach,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
please,
interrupt, but I just want to point out the difference between having a great life like Tony apparently has versus me. My female supervisor once gave me the Marilyn Monroe dance for my birthday.
Well, you
don't
don't
leave that there.
You don't
Wow,
know what you look
Tony.
like.
Wow. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I'm
you
going to
should
go out on a
contact
limb and say
HR.
she looked better than the guy at the top of this pyramid. So
I think you should probably report that to your human resources department, Tony. I mean, it depends on
I know,
how she
right?
looks. Okay.
Of course, that's a main factor.
I know that was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
That's probably his
I need
wife,
more
female
coffee.
supervisor.
Cover at hand. Okay, Hawkeye battles alone. He's isolated on the cover. Okay, that's good. You got Wanda and Vision. Everybody's kind of scattered off doing their own things. It's kind of busy, but it kind of works. I've seen this kind of on some other Avengers covers. It's interesting. I like seeing the team together, but as far as storytelling purposes go, I'm going to give this a 7. I think it's pretty good.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
Wow. This kind of looks like those magazine covers you get for the Tomorrow magazines.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I thought.
It's like in this issue, you'll be able to see this and this. You know.
Yeah.
Liking it though. Hawkeye's right in the dead center.
As he should be.
And who is a surprise supervillain that Hawkeye battles alone? Well, he'll be battling his own inner misogyny. This is a 10. I love this. I am an AI generated MK. Wow, I'll read that later for MK. But
Okay. And how about you, Eric?
I'm still trying to figure out how my comic son could give this a 7.
Well, he tried to please you at least once tonight. Just
I did try. I should get credit for trying, I feel.
And then he found out it's your birthday. He said no.
Do you want a participation trophy, son?
Sure.
So there is no pleasing you.
No, there used to be a lot of covers like this back when covers were actually important and not just portraits and pinups.
But do you see, this has the whole team on there, at least we're showing there, and it looks a lot less cluttered than the other one.
Well, it is very well done. This is definitely a 10.
Yeah.
Already. Amy and Lester. Amy and Lester. Yes. Apparently,
Amy, and if your sister's there too.
Amy and Melissa. What do you think of this cover?
Yeah, it's
fine.
Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with any of the individual elements.
It was bound. In
fact, the individual elements are all pretty good. I would have liked to have seen them brought together a little differently, but the illustrations themselves are very nice, and the colors are well done, and so are the inks.
What do you think of his French fries in his back?
Oh, now I'm hungry. Maybe Coco went to get French fries out of that bag and then gave the rest of them to Hawkeye. It's fine. It's pretty good. I think I could probably go 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is Melissa back yet?
No. She might be with that for a while.
That's fine.
right,
Dominic, are you still here?
Yeah. Well, all right. So before I head out, I'll be giving this one a. Let's see, a 9 or a 10. All right. Well, all right. I'll give this annual issue of Avengers 10, and until next time, you guys have a good rest of your night, and until we meet again.
All righty. Also, I just got a notification from PayPal. Thank you, sir.
Good night.
You're welcome.
You
have a good night.
have a good one. Enjoy. See you tomorrow.
He's like,
okay.
All right.
Tomorrow is John Romita's Spider-Man, by the way.
Wait, senior or junior?
Junior, of course.
Nice.
So
likes? Really? I was joking. Really? You like John Romita over Junior? Over
I
senior?
like Junior. Why does everybody treat that like it's so weird?
We like Junior when he was actually good, and it's because he was imitating his father, and he had Bobolink inking him. That's when we liked him.
Yep. Okay, so there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's my turn, and I dig on this cover a lot. I am giving this a 10. Let's go to the chat. But first, RDB, what were you saying?
I was going to say, so what does this bring your national debt down to?
My national debt? What do you mean?
Dominic paying.
Yeah. Well, I'm in huge. I haven't sent them back that money. I'm holding on to it for some reason. It pissed me off so much. How many books did I lose that I liked? I sold my collection because they wouldn't sell me my books, and I haven't sent them the money yet. Anyway, but it's gonna help us keep our stuff, and it's gonna pay for gas and food for the next week. All right. Ethereal Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Ethereal Dragon starts us off with an 8. And Eric and Boyd likes it, but not quite that much, giving it a 7.
Rhaegar liking big government. Is that Henry Gyrick on the cover? 10.
It is Henry Gyrick.
Oh, okay. I wondered if he was
that DEI imposing federal drone.
I always get him confused with a guy who hates the mutants, greats the Sentinels.
Said that Falcon had to be on the team because he's black, and they needed a black guy.
March here gives this a 7.
Wait, he works for Disney?
Jim Sorensen.
Yeah, clearly.
What?
And Jim Sorensen gives this an 8. Michael Taylor. I think I've heard that voice done from before. But also Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Michael Taylor gives us a 10. He says it's an iconic cover.
All right. Let's see here. MKF30 says, I am AI generated. MKF Meg. He programmed me in the year 2050. He sent me back. Hawkeye looks constipated. Thor looks cool. And lower left dude looks like a gym teacher in Beavis and Butthead. Hey,
Hey.
or do you want the Arnold for that?
Arnold.
Yes,
No, I
I'm
don't
the
even
future.
But I want. But you know what I really want is a pretty predator.
pretty predator.
A pretty,
Would that be
pretty-
one of those heads with the shoulders that you brush the hair of and all that?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you
Alright.
don't, it skins you alive.
Henry Jermick says Hawkeye is drawn too good. It's a 10. Austin says a lot of things, but then just says 9.
He just says a lot of, he says a lot of things, but we don't care.
I realized it didn't have a number on it, so I wasn't sure how much I was supposed
The
to
J.
read.
Lucian and the Black Spiders both come in with a 7.
Oh, hi, Spider. Jay. Yay! Kid will bring me fries. Nice.
Yes, we would have a Ramona. If only Ramita 10 Fest would have is if it's senior.
It is Ramita Senior. I was kidding around.
I
All right,
asked
that
him.
is the last of the numbers, and what we had was 5 7s taking on 5 of the 6 10s. We had 2 8s, so there's 1 10 taken away,
Oh,
and one of the 2 9s. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen.
and Tony says, "Am I caught up with shipping on my batch comics? I paid the $17 shipping already."
Yep. And then he says, "Can you go ahead and ship them? Not tonight, but I will tomorrow and or Friday. Not and, but or Friday. Yeah. Wait, no, Thursday or Friday. There you go.
Well,
'Cause
Thursday's your
tomorrow's
night off.
Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, we're going out as a family on Thursday. I know it's gonna. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna go to a local Thai restaurant. We're celebrating Ashley getting her first
Kato,
paycheck,
do we miss you?
So you're making
and
your pay?
we're gonna go see some movie about a video game until dawn. Until dawn.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that has nothing to do with the game.
It's different. Well, it has a different plot, but it's still the same.
I don't know
No, it's
from
not.
Adam. So this is something that Ashley and Elizabeth wanted to see. And I am just over the moon that I've got my entire family under one roof again. So
Aw,
yeah,
that's nice.
I'm very happy to be
I
able
was
to
just
do
kind of
that,
happy
so.
you're saying you're going out like a family. Might as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know, right? Going out
And-
like a yeah, okay, don't go there, man. All right, so anyway, yeah, this is a 9. Now we're gonna this is go for
And Darth
Look,
Kato says this is
11.
great, but I give it a 6.
Well, the
I don't
family
know
that goes
that.
out together stays together.
all right. And oh my gosh, there was a little bit of thankfully Elizabeth is taking it well. Ashley's like me; she's very much she's a vocal person, and she can speak with confidence and go in.
Where are we going with this
Elizabeth,
cover,
on the other hand, is very quiet. She hasn't been able to get a job for a year. Ashley comes in, and within 3 days, she's got a job. And so, anyway, they like her at this place. She got a job at TJ Maxx. They like her so much. Ashley goes, "Well, my sister's really quiet, but she's a workhorse. You need
Right.
people. You hire her, you'll have her mouth." God's ears that Elizabeth will be employed soon there too. So, anywho, let's go to book 11, and it's RDV's turn.
What was this last one? What was it? 10?
Oh, this is a 9.
Okay.
You can actually see it right there on the 9 column there.
Oh, there. Okay.
All righty. So
This next
RDV
cover is heavy.
okay. You get issue number 11,
Yes, I told you it's
or
heavy.
book 11, and this is 186.
The Bizarre Avengers, the most bizarre Avengers epic ever told. 10.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, what he said.
Yes.
Okay. Bizarre.
Great
Amy
company.
or
It's a
Melissa.
fraud.
I know. they sell carpets.
it's kind of an interesting cover. It makes me think of, well, I can't imagine why, but it makes me think of Raven. Kind of like this sort of shenanigans you get up to, like books and things like that. And now these aren't called floating heads. These are
Floating heads.
This is a roll call.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
roll.
disagree. They're all floating heads.
This is a
Wow.
roll call. It's a floating heads and this they're two different things.
But this is interesting. I do like the graphic art approach to it with the little inset image, and then the header graphic on the top, and the images on the sidebar. It's a cool layout. I like it for its graphic flair, and it's a nice illustration too. And the colors are decent.
Eric, did you see where they have the Vulcan at the bottom? Always keeping a brother down. That's why he's angry.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, Amy, what do you score this?
I'll give this a 10. It's a
All
cool
right.
piece.
Okay, Zach, what says you?
I says give this a 7, sir.
Wow, kick him out and scream now.
What are you talking about?
Everybody, every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you, Zachary.
7 is a good score. 7 is
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so I'm digging on the fact that Wanda is being held down by an arcane book. The colors are just on point on this one. And yeah, absolutely a 10. This is absolutely a 10. All righty. Now, let's go to the chat and see what they say.
Jim Source says 10 all day long, Zach.
Oh, right.
Theo Dragon felt bad for Zach, so he said 9.
There you go.
But
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar straightens it back out. We bring it up to a 10 again because he says 11.
Well, there you go. 11 out of 10. And Black Spiders. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is quite the 10 train.
Eric Boy says, yeah, it's a 10. I was wavering, but a couple reasons swayed me. So your trivial question for the birthday boy, which baseball player holds the most ever in offensive category in baseball? Participated in wrestling. Haha, good luck. And for this cover, I'll say 10.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, Darth Kato says, this is a great cover, and it's an easy 10. And Black Spiders and March here agreed with that, too.
The sad part is that Eric probably wasn't even here.
Austin is asking how the crap did she get a job within 3 days. I'm happy for her, but I've been looking for a year and got nothing. Ashley's, like I said, she's a very well-spoken person. And she's the type of person who would go into a job interview and tell them why they're going to hire her, rather than it's just. She's just
I
that
mean,
type.
walking in there threatening to beat him up.
She could do it.
Hey, whatever works.
She's like,
She
that's
can
your
do
car out there. It'd be a shame, if somebody just
And
slash.
all righty, and Austin gives this a 9, and Michael Taylor says, "Ha ha ha! 9, very cool cover, colors, and nice detail."
There you go.
Actually, Austin originally said it was a 0.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
And decided to put it up a little bit.
And then Jenrick says, hey guys, this is the book 11 corner box art heads used for the side of the cover. This is the 10.
All righty, and that leaves us with 1, 8, 3 9s, and 11 10s, ladies and gentlemen.
Without Byrne here, it's up to you and me, Amy, to do the roll call.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want...
I'll be Jericho.
Okay.
Sawball.
Starfire. Beast Boy. Raven.
Booyah!
Robin. What's with the booyah? We already did the freaking
And Val.
Roll call.
You didn't say booyah, though. You gotta say the booyah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
If you actually give a damn about the channel and the comic book, you'd be there, sir.
This is where our lives have led us, ladies and gentlemen.
Robin.
Alrighty.
Cyborg.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought okay.
Beast Boy. There.
Slade.
Nobody cares about Slade. Get out of here.
Slade.
Yeah, the
Nobody else is going to join in on that. One of the best parts of that movie was them going, Slade.
What
Alrighty.
As dramatically as you can.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's see. We're going for book 12. I'm leading off. Henry wants to do an Avengers floating heads.
Drunk James Mason didn't. I don't know.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. I get to lead us off on this one. With book 12 is Avengers issue number 187.
Quicksilver appearance.
Yeah. Alrighty. This is an easy 10 for me. This is one of my favorite covers. Wanda looks awesome. Everybody hanging upside down. The only thing I would say is, and I'm going to come off as a little bit of a perv on this one, but Gravity is working on Wanda, but it's not working on Carol. Just saying. That being said, it's a 10. Eric, what do you think?
I don't know if they're supposed to be, like if Falcon is supposed to be farther away from the rest of them. It's hard to tell by looking, but if not, he's 4'9".
Yeah, because he's shorter than Carol, isn't he? So is Pietro. No,
Simon's like 6'9".
Yeah.
Pietro's like 5'1".
Apparently, Captain America's the same height as.
Because their toes all line up.
But I'm guessing that it's meant to be like almost like in a V.
Yeah,
V. So
Wanda's taller.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 though.
All righty. And how about you, Amy?
Of course, Falcon
I could go into a really long-winded explanation of the character's relative size based on their relation to the Horizon line. But that would probably be something that no one would be interested in hearing. But yeah, you know what? He did his best, and it fit the cover. So I'm sure a lot of the choices he made were just to kind of fit in the space that he had, and not have to sacrifice the cape, which is not as flowing as most people would probably like. But I'm not doing that right now. It's a whimsical cover. I think I'll go ahead and give it a 10.
All righty. And
this whimsical is a
RDB?
cover about somebody about to kill their friends and friends.
They're just hanging around upside down. I don't know what he thinks he's going to
What
do.
does your boy Zach say?
He says that you're all birthday party clowns.
Yeah, that's what he says. He said, apparently I'm a birthday party clown. No, this is an iconic cover, though. And now that I can't unsee the height differences, thanks, Eric, that's going to be in my brain now. It doesn't take away from the iconic image, though. I am going to give this an 8.
All righty. And RDV.
Y'all are looking at everything around in there. I'm just looking at get a paper bag for Wanda. Dear God, she looks like Loki.
Well, she is under the influence of Zathan.
I was about to say, yeah.
So she looks manly because of it?
Yeah, actually, she does. And it's the same thing that gives Falcon a tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
Tiny Vance. Yeah, it's the first one I have that I have to say. Quiet James. I'm gonna go 10 with this.
All righty. And that is that. Let's go to the chat.
Mm-hmm. It looks like we're starting off with Rhaegar.
Rhaegar, all the way down there.
Rhaegar!
Mm-hmm.
It's a little Rhaegar after Black Spider says honk honk.
Well, that's good.
Austin Proctor says 9.
Rhaegar gives it a 10, and Jim Sorensen gives it a 10, as well as Black Spiders. Oh my goodness, and Eric Boyd, and Dragon, and March Hare. That's a lot of people. I'm glad y'all liked it. Oh, Starfire, all right, has a different opinion on this, but it is still good. Book number 12. It's all right. It is the 8.
That is right. Falcon is now being played by the role of Kevin Hart.
Well, there you go.
Oh, the way Carol's drawn now, maybe she stuffed her bra, and that's got the newest costume. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. But guys, that was Jim's turn though.
Mine's out of the gutter, gentlemen. There are ladies present.
Ladies, who's
Well,
all here?
there's
Or maybe
Amy and
lady
Amy and
Elizabeth.
RDV.
There's
I do declare, sir, you're an asshole. Good day, sir.
What's an asshole?
I heard Axel. It's like that kid from the.
Well, if you're an asshole, you listen to Guns N' Roses. Get out of here.
Hey, Guns N' Roses is a great band.
Well, they had a couple of good ones. Yeah.
Well, since I'm a woman, according to
Oh my God, mark this down. May 7th, 12:20 a.m. Aaron and I agreed on something musically.
We've agreed on 2 or 3 things. Yeah.
Well,
That's
I'll
why
mark
we
it down
marked the
too.
dates.
I'll mark it down, but it'll be May 6th, 11:20 p.m.
Last
I was
time
about to say, yeah, it's
July
May 6th.
14th, 2023.
So Gail and I were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I said I really don't take them serious for how long it took them to put Alice Cooper in. And Iron Maiden is not in there, so. But we were talking about who belongs there. I said it would have to be people who are great. For one, actual rock and rollers, not Beyonce and shit like that. But 2, it has to be somebody who not only sold a lot of records but had a cultural impact. And I said I can see Guns N' Roses going in there, even though they only had one really good album. But you can't ignore people like the Alice Cooper and such, so you can put in Jethro Tull.
Well, Jethro Tull has every bit as much right to be in there as Alice Cooper.
You think so?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that as a favorite of either one because I like them both.
Yeah,
but
maybe that's my personal bias.
Better,
okay, no,
examples.
The one she mentioned was Alice in Chains. Like what kind of cultural impact did they really make? Yeah. Anyway, going back to the chat.
Go for it.
I finally got Eric on the sports question.
Hello.
What?
Hello. I'll say 10 here. This is a wonderful cover.
Darth Kato agrees. This is awesome, and it alone earns the cover a 10.
Did you read? Did you read all the titles? Or you just say 10?
I'm trying to understand what he's saying. I'll read it, but I don't know what it means.
I guess he's saying that she is doing the make contact gesture from Bloodborne. I guess it's a video game. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what he means. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's doing the make contact gesture from Bloodborne. That sounds like something Starfire is trying to read. That is the awesome, and it alone earns the cover a 10.
I must learn more of this Bloodborne.
Right?
Michael Taylor says, "Nine is a very cool cover. Color is in very nice detail."
Mm-hmm.
She's all good.
All right, that's the last of the numbers.
Raise my 9 to 10.
Yep. Hey, you raised mine to
9
a 10.
to 10.
9 to
Which means
10.
we've got 2 8s, 2 9s, and 13 10s, ladies and gentlemen.
13
so let me move that up there. All right. And there you go. I will drop this. And this is where we landed. 4 10s, 5 9s, or 6 9s, 1 8, and 1 7. So there you go. We actually we really only have 2 things to go through today, as
6
far
nines.
as finding out where everything goes. Yep. All right. So let me get the 9. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 10s.
Do you want me to share my screen there, sir?
4, 5, 6. So yeah, that way that ad isn't there. Have you been keeping up with the with the bid? Okay, cool.
Well, the bids this. I've been keeping up with the bids.
The business. All right, I'll stop
All
sharing.
righty there. And I will share my screen here. And we'll get this going here.
Wookie, why are there so many
It's a songs
about rainbows? And what's on the other side? All right, so yeah, we have a clear number 12, 11, and let's go see what 10 through 5 is. The 9s, do you guys need me to remind you of what they are? Let's see. It was this
Loki
one.
and Thor have an argument.
Yep. And then we've got this one. Whoop, nope, not that one. Sorry. This one.
Yeah.
And then the one right after it was right here. Next up was the Scarlet Witch. The Hawkeye. And the other Scarlet Witch. All right. Those are the ones we're voting on. So let me get the go for 9s. Go for 9s.
That's why he doesn't like the short hair one. Reminds him of Darcy from Married with Children.
Marcy Darcy.
Yep.
Yeah. All righty. So let's start you off with Eric. Oh, let me get rid of this so you can actually see him again.
Yeah,
Okay.
get rid of that.
Eric, what says you about the 9s? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite?
The Hawkeye, number 5 is my favorite. And the Witch right next to it is my least favorite.
Okay. And Melissa or Amy.
I guess my favorite's the one with Tigra on the bottom there.
Number 6.
One,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I guess my least favorite. I don't. I'm not sure. They're all fine.
Power plant dude. Then there's a guy basically being harassed by all of them.
Oh, the guy getting picked on.
But I love the Thor debate one. You see,
Yeah,
I was
that was-
here. He saw the story about Midgard, what he was doing in the middle. He's like, look, he's like.
So what's your least favorite there, Amy?
Maybe the one where everybody's picking on that guy. So the third one, maybe.
Okey-doke.
She's like,
all right, and Zach.
Favorite one is Avengers versus the Grey Gargoyle behemoth guy. That's
Okay.
going to be number 1. The worst one of them is going to be short hair Scarlet Witch.
All righty, and that is number 4. Okie dokies. RDB.
Ah, yes. As much as I love the kitty cat one down there, but I'll say I love 3, 4, 5. I love 5 the best.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does stand
What's
out.
least?
Least favorite is short-haired Wanda.
Short hair Wanda. All righty. My favorite is number 6 with the kitty cat on the bottom. My least favorite is book 2. All righty. Let's go to the chat where
Thanks,
Jim is saying
buddy.
best is 3 and worst is 4. And then Rigar is saying the best is 6 and the worst is 2. Next up, we have best is 6, worst is 5 from Darth Kato.
Don't get that. You just hate Hawkeye. Wow.
Maybe.
How can you hate Hawkeye?
Ethereal says 1 is the best and 3 is the worst. And then we have Michael Taylor saying 5 is the best, 4 is the worst. Next
you.
up, we have Austin saying 6 is the best and 3 is the worst of them. Next up is Henry. 5 is the best. Hawkeye. The worst is 3. The Elementals. Alrighty. 3 and 5. Alrighty, then we should have gone here sooner. 6 is the best of the whole thing, says Austin. Black Spider says 4 is the best, 5 is the worst.
Kind of looks like Swamp Thing, but he was gray.
And then MK says best is 6, worst Poopy Pants Hawkeye. Alrighty, and I don't hate Hawkeye. The cover is just kind of bland, says Darth Kato. All right, let's go and ratio this.
Are you sure you're not becoming Evil Black Cat?
Alrighty, here you go, RDV. There's only one book that had no positives, and it had 2 negatives, and that is book number 2, The Power Plant Guy. So it goes all the way to the end.
That had no positives?
Alrighty.
I thought Zach voted for that one.
It had no positives.
Zach, did you vote for the...
I did vote for that one.
Yeah, he did. Zach voted for this one.
The Grey
Oh,
Gargoyle.
I had you down for... I saw the book 3 is the Grey Gargoyle one. Okay.
No,
okay, I'll change it. I'll change
that's the one that I voted. Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Let me look at this again. So we do have a couple with only 1 vote. And let's see, 1 vote and 5 negatives. The worst of the worst is book number 4. The worst of the 9s anyway. All righty. And then we have 1 vote with 4 negatives, and that is book number 3. Oh,
yeah. This one here.
No, that was the one. That was the Grey Gargoyle one. That was the other one, not the Power Plant Guy. There we
No,
go.
Power Plant was number 2
Alrighty.
this whole time. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah, Power Plant Guy is number 2. Yeah. Number 3. And then it's number 2.
Oh, okay,
Alrighty.
okay.
And then we have let's see, next up we have 1 vote with no negatives, and that would be next, and that is book 1. All righty, and we are down to 5 and 6 as to which is the best. And Hawkeye had 4 positives, and Wanda had 6 positives. Also, Hawkeye had 3 negatives. So there you go.
Yeah,
All righty, and that is
those people are off the Christmas list.
There you go. Okay,
All
so
right.
this is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and we are going to find out what ends up in the bracket fight with the 10s. Let me go for 10s there. And Eric, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 10s?
Yes.
My favorite is The Vision, and my least favorite is Tiny Baby Heads.
All righty, book 2.
Tiny Baby Hands.
Tiny Baby Head.
Head.
And that is book 4. All right. Tiny Baby Head. All righty, Amy.
Hi. I think I'd probably leave it how it is.
Okay, with 1 being the best and the least of them being book 4. How about you, Zach?
Tiny Baby Heads.
What's that? Did you want to vote?
We're gonna go.
I found my sister.
Wow, this is actually kind of tough.
I know, right? They're all good.
Human Torch is the best. Bizarre is the worst.
Bizarre?
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch one.
Of course.
The one, not the one where everyone's upside down. The one with the witch behind her.
Oh, the other one. Okay.
Okay. Book 3. Okay.
Book 3,
RDV.
Book 3 is the best.
Okay.
And
He's just saying that to spite me now.
actually, no. You were saying that to spite me, bro. I can't help you. You don't like
Ow.
the 2 reasons. Anyway, my worst is number 4, because that
Alrighty.
face.
That face, that horrible face.
Not even.
Alrighty, I agree with RDV completely on this one. My favorite is the 3rd book, and the least is the 4th book. Let's go to the chat, where Henry says the 10s, 3 is the best. Wanda nailed to the cross. Floating heads. It's not floating heads. That's a roll call. And the worst is upside down mini Falcon. Okay, so he's agreeing with me and RDV as well. Tiny baby heads.
Okay,
Jim
we
is
talked
saying
about-
best is 3 and the worst is 1. And then we have
MK, I
Austin
was talking
saying 2
about
and
Evil
3.
Black Cat.
There we go.
Sorry, MK,
Rhaegar
MK.
says 4 and
Never
1. And then we have Ethereal saying 4 and 1. Next up is Dark Admiral, 3 and 1. Alrighty. And let's see. Just want to make sure you didn't leave me treading water this time. Darth Kato says best is first, worst is second. Alrighty. And then we have Michael Taylor. 1 is best, third is worst. What? All right. And then we have who is it? MK. 3 is best, 2 is worst. All right. 3 is best, 2 is worst. Since I'm reading off the numbers. All right.
You also skipped. Yeah, I skipped the last round, and you didn't ask Melissa if she wanted to vote.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-uh.
No.
My sister.
Oh, Melissa's here. Oh, Melissa's here. Okay.
RL Beckon
Best of the
mightily.
10.
I beg your pardon. My favorites of the 10s.
Yep.
Did you want to get a big look at them?
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Well, just straight, just complete gut reaction. I think my favorite would have to be the third one, and my least favorite, the fourth one.
Tiny baby heads.
Tiny baby heads. All righty. There you go.
Also,
Butch Geist passed away is what Black Spiders is saying.
Well, yeah, last week.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we got
Melissa,
to
do you
stop
want
on
to vote
this.
for the nines? See if it changes.
Oh no, let's move forward.
Wow.
All right.
You already
Well,
tallied the scores. You already tallied up all the scores
Yeah.
of the tens.
They're already tallied. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's go. Let's do this one here.
Sorry, Melissa, your vote does not count.
Oy vey.
Oh, that's
Yep.
1919 all over again.
I know, right?
Exactly. We're clearly soldiers for women's votes. Alrighty, so let's see. The worst of them is pretty obvious. 2 positives, 6 negatives. It is book 4, so it stays where it is. Next up, we had 2 of them cancel each other out. Book 2 and 1. However, book 2 only had 2 votes on either side. Book 4 had, book 1 had 4 on each side. I think 2 goes above it because less people hated it. I don't know. Or less people loved it too. Let's go with actually keep it the way it is. And book 3 is going to the bracket. 7 positives, 3 negatives. So there you go. A Trust Up Wanda, a BDSM cover is going to win this particular round.
I mean,
there we go.
You
Go
remember
to
Starfire?
church, people.
Starfire.
I know, right?
Didn't Starfire also win too?
Yes. There's a pattern forming here. And it's not one we should be proud of.
There you go. The cover that's going to the bracket fights to go up against it was Valkyrie in the Defenders and the superhero team up in the oh my gosh, Gil Kane covers. So there you go.
Gil
All
Kane.
right. Gil Kane, Mike Wazowski. All right. Okay. Whoever laughed last sounded like George McCoy's ha 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 ha.
Really, she was just sending energy, boss. I didn't realize she was in bondage.
I guess.
No. He's being weird.
Well, it's not that kind of bondage. She's being held mystically by a spell book. Yeah.
Her feet are,
Yeah.
She seems to be evil every other cover. I'm kind of like, oh no.
So in the West Coast Avengers, she had a evil spell or thing. And then like you go into Avengers, it was just like, whenever they wanted her to be possessed, because they also had her say no more mutants M Day,
Right.
They just make her evil when they don't have a villain. They're like, let's just make her evil again.
Right. Let's just do that.
That's pretty much it. So, but that is it.
Yeah,
for the time.
That is it. All
It
right,
is kind
so
of-
yeah, there you go. Say again?
So my question is, where's Pietro? Is he just too busy with Inhumans?
Well, was that around the one with isn't that around the one with the storm and it's him and Wanda and it's raining? We had it in the raining cover ranking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We had an issue up earlier.
Was that the Darkhold?
Yeah.
On that cover.
And
Yeah.
Pietro was with her because that's how it started. This old man who thought he was their father, they went to visit him and they ran into like their old caretaker and who was taking care of Madrid, who had gone but then he'd become possessed and he ended up using Wanda's power to basically access the Darkhold, and that's how she turned bad.
Oh no.
This time.
And there you go. So tomorrow at the same time, 10:30, we are going to be looking at John Romita Sr.'s Spider-Man covers. We've got quite a few interesting ones. Not entirely the most popular of them. So it is going to be a different kind of comic book ranking, you know? And then on Friday, it is, let me check again here. There we go. On Friday, we will be checking out Fantastic Four by Jack Kirby. And that does have a popular issue. We've got issue number 51. That's one of Eric's favorite covers. As well as 74, which is awesome. We did that in the Galactus review already. So, some good covers there. And that's going to be on Friday. All right, cool. That being said, thank to everybody on the panel. It was a fun time. And a great cover one, says Henry. I'm cool with the results. It could have been worse, like the Defenders' final outcome. No, that was a good solid cover.
She ain't lying, brother.
That was a good solid cover.
No, that was as fixed as the Chicago election.
Right. All righty, kids. So there you go. You guys have a great time. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.